coach, you got the win, but it wasn't pretty. Just talk about the learning lessons you take from tonight.
Yeah, I just spoke to the boys. I don't normally talk to them after the game and said, like, winning ugly is part of this period of the season every year, and a lot happened tonight that we kind of weren't ready for, and to find some resolve and get through it, without looking at the tape, just proud that we stayed with it and found a way.
Well, while we were listening to Coach Ford during the press conference, we heard a bit of cheering in the locker room. Keandre, can you just talk about the spirits that the team is in?
We always in good spirits, especially after a win, a good team win, scrappy win, got it done at the end. A lot of things we can tidy it up, but we just play our song after the win, and we just celebrate.
Awesome. Chris, over to you.
Yeah, Justin, like you said, a lot happened tonight. So let's start with perhaps the negative. JB's hamstring didn't look great there in that. I think it was the third quarter when he hurt it.
Yeah, too early to really know, but anytime a guy can't come back on the court, it's not a good sign, especially when we've got quick turnaround. So we'll get a scan tomorrow, assess that, and find out kind of what the scenario is. But yeah, tough one for him. But again, to try and find the positive in it, for Whitey to come in off minimal play and just have some really big moments. I thought Emmett held the ship tight there when Nordo gets his fourth and fifth foul, and it's like, we're dealing with stuff, and guys just stepped up and found a way, and that's what we'll focus on in the immediate future.
What about Casey? Is his back something that will be a concern, or maybe if Ariana gives him a break from lifting the baby up for a couple of days, he might be fine for Tuesday?
Hey, I held Deuce there for 10 minutes one day and my bicep was sore. But no, Case is fine. Obviously he'd love to have that dunk back. I think that's probably where he definitely felt it the most. But he's going to be fine. It's not a long-term thing.
What about the offensive performance of both Casey and Keandre between them? I mean, they were feeling it tonight and put the team on the back foot for a lot of the game.
Yeah, especially when Case's back seized up, and it was like, Dre, we got to play through you, and he just kept coming up with big moments, and credit to Cairns, that's to make 17 threes and lose is kind of unique, but we spoke about that. We knew they needed that part to keep themselves going, but it turned out we needed that as well. And I thought Dre made some key big shots at big moments that just kept our nose in front and kept allowing us to find some momentum. So he's really found his level in this league, and we can be happy with the way that he's playing. Same with Casey. I think this is some of the best basketball I've seen Casey play. And that's. I've seen him be very, very good. So, excited for both of them. And, again, we're just going to need guys to step up, fill the void. And it's been one of those years, a lot of adversity, but at no point has anyone dropped a head or used as an excuse. It's like, all right, we know we've got a tough assignment going into Adelaide on Christmas Eve now.
It was probably the possession game where you won the game. Offensive rebounds and forcing them into turnovers and then capitalising on their turnovers. That's where you probably ended up winning the game. And to win on the back of effort areas, that's always a nice thing.
No, 100%. And, it's actually probably our best defensive target for a while as well, if I'm thinking correctly. We had big moments where we got key stops, and that's kind of what we know this league's going to be like the rest of the way. The talent level is continuing to rise, and so tough shots are getting made. And, I thought in real key moments we got our coverages spot on. We put them into a heavy contest. We made it one shot and we were out. And, that's the style of play we're going to need over this next 9 days.
You touched on it earlier, but Nordo in foul trouble pretty much the whole game. Then you lose JB in the third quarter. But that's exactly why you brought in Emmett Nah to be able to come in and be that steadying head as the point guard. And Whitey gave you some massive minutes as well. So that was a plus that you had those two guys to call upon, and they stood up.
Yeah, no, I think Emmett's really helped us in a number of times, and looking at how many minutes he plays, and Whitey's kind of similar in that fashion. It's not how many minutes they play; it's what they do when they're on the floor. And huge moments tonight. I thought Toy really came in as well, who's another guy that has continued to find a level for us that just in key moments. And then really good for us to welcome Josh Bannon back. It's been a long time without him, and I thought he had, especially in that first half, real impactful minutes. And and Rock as well. They go really small down the stretch, and so we don't go back there. But I thought his first half minutes were exceptional and really kept us in the game.
Dre, what do you think's been behind the team finding the form that they have? I mean, you had the tough trip to Perth where the team was decimated. Ever since then, you've been playing great basketball. You take out the one last quarter against Sydney, and the last 20 quarters have been 19 of the last 20 quarters have been outstanding. What do you put it down to? What's been the difference from your point of view?
We've been building team chemistry. We've been working on a lot of things, and I think we found our level, and we've been competing at a high level. Coach been preaching things that we wanted to work on, and I think we starting to figure it out, and we taking that road to get a lot of wins and shoot to the top.
As a shooter and scorer like you are, how much fun is it to be feeling it like you were tonight, and then having a right-hand man next to you like Casey who's feeling it similarly? That must be a lot of fun.
Yes, it definitely is. It always feels good when you're making a lot of shots and cheering your teammate on. And Casey making big shots. I've been knowing Casey for a little while. We worked out back in Baltimore, so it's just fun playing with someone you've been knowing and just competing at a high level together and leaving it on the court together.
From a player's point of view, what's the key to now taking this ball on the road to Adelaide on Christmas Eve?
Just playing with the same intensity we've been playing with, executing, tidy up a few things on the defensive end and offensive end, and just stay together, go back to the drawing board, and just listen to coach and compete the way we're competing, and just stay at this level that we've been playing at.
Justin, what are your thoughts on Adelaide? Completely different team to what you played at home a couple of weeks back, and they're a different team, all over when they do play on that home floor. What are your thoughts on that Christmas Eve matchup?
Yeah, no, it's a tough environment to play in, but looking forward to it. And I think the Christmas Eve game's been a challenge for road teams, but we always talk about first, and we want to be the first ones to go in there and have just a good step forward in the way that we play. So again, games coming thick and fast, we think that's good for us, and looking forward to it.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
That's it.
Guys.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.